Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 1st to the 15th, 2020 reading for you. Now, if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive right in now, Leo, and see what this time frame has to offer. So these are your spirit animal cards, also your totem cards, your totem animals, there we go, for this time. So let's see, Leo, March 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. March 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. March 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. 1, 2, 3, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. The moth spirit, which says surrender now, and the rhino spirit, overcome any obstacles. So right now, by surrendering to spirit, surrendering to kind of knowing that there's a higher power at work, or even just surrendering to your doubts and your fears and kind of owning it, saying, okay, this is what's scaring me, this is what's holding me back, and then you just plow forward. I really do see it, Leo. It's kind of like, okay, I get it, I understand it, now I'm moving forward, now I'm going after what I want, what I need. Let's see now. Leo, March 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. 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 Show me clearly. Oh, fantastic. This one just popped right out. And this is self-mastery. Yeah, there's something that you are going after where you're like, you're going to surprise yourself. Ooh, and you got two more. You have rebirth. I'm going to move this one just a little bit closer. And listening. Oh, listening is going to be really important. Listening to internally what you want, but also listening to what others are saying. Spirit is saying that there's going to be assumptions made, kind of like jumping the gun. Don't do that. Make sure that you are listening. Yeah. And even asking other people's opinions about something is going to be highly important. Leo, March 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. March 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. March 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. There we go. Right, you have the Five of Swords, crowned by the King of Cups. This is a water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have the 10 of Coins. You have the 8 of Staves. You have the King of Staves, which is you. This is the Knight of Staves, which is you shining through. Then you have the King of Cups, a strong, strong, strong water sign presence. Again, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And you have the Heavenly Master, which is a Taurus energy, a time frame of April 20th to May 20th. You have the Two of Staves. Oh, I love that. Oh, that is so beautiful. Okay. The Six of Swords. And Temperance, which is a Sagittarius energy. So also a strong Sagittarian presence, because Sagittarius is a fire sign energy. So as you are surrendering, as you are overcoming your obstacles, and remember your totem animals for this time, the moth spirit and the rhino spirit. So moths and rhinos during this time, if you're walking by a window and you see like a stuffed rhino, or you're outside and you see a moth, just remember to surrender to the moment, surrender to the now. And then with the rhino, it's you're overcoming any obstacles. You're not, excuse me, you're not being held back. Or if you have been held back, you're not stopping any longer. You're charging in for it. Listen, with the throat chakra, we think of communication, we think of talking, but listening is also going to be so important. It's going to be aligning you with your soul's purpose, and it's going to bring a clarity and a creativity to you as you express yourself. But listening, not jumping the gun, and also at times asking other people's opinions. You're like, what does this mean? What does that mean? How do you interpret this? Like, what would you think of this? That's going to be really important. And then we have rebirth, which is the Earth Star chakra, which is located 6 inches below your feet. It's like you are being reborn and your roots are being renewed. At the center of everything is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can be feeling overwhelmed, like you're looking at things, you're looking at what you desire, you're looking at what you want, and you can be feeling overwhelmed. You can be thinking about things and saying, oh my gosh, am I moving forward in the right way? But this is also old karmic patterns coming back, or patterns within your DNA, kind of like, oh, my parents were always like this, or this is just how we are, this is just the way that it is. And you'll see that come up, and then you'll be like, no, it's not true. I don't want that. I don't understand why it has to be that way, or why am I running into this difficulty again? It's because karmically, personally, it's something that has to be learned. It has to be understood, because you're moving forward fiercely. And I love the progression, the 5 and then the 6 of Swords. It's like, okay, you're seeing it, you're understanding it, and then you're moving forward with a ferocity, with a determination that is absolutely brilliant. And I love it here, the women holding in 2 hands the swords. It's like, nothing is going to stop me. I can more than take care of myself. I am moving forward with tremendous knowledge. And I just see air sign energy. Okay, I just see it as this alive kind of thing. It's kind of like the air. I always wondered, like, what if the air was just comprised of spirits? Like, what if that was what life was afterwards, just being able to ride the wind and see it all. I always found that very comforting when I was little. I don't know why I would think about it, but here there is just that sense of freedom and understanding and beauty that is around you, of knowing more and wanting more and seeing more. Now, air sign energy, the direction that it points to is the east. And this is also intellect and clear thinking. So you are going to be facing things that challenge your intellect, challenge the way that you're thinking of things, make you look at things in a new light. But you are moving forward with your knowledge, with your understanding, guiding you. And this leads you to the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is like, I know. Okay? It is a sense of defending what you want. It is a sense of opening up your heart. It is a sense of looking at what you want, and you know. You know so much more than you give yourself credit for. You know what it is that you need to move you forward. And there's such a sense of power here. There's such a sense of truth. Knights are the energy of movement, and you are crowned with a knight, and you are rooted with a knight. So this is a time, Leo, for you to move forward. Water sign energy directionally is the west. So this is kind of like the sunrise and the sunsets is very much what I'm seeing here. This is sensitivity and being heartfelt. This can be defending your heart, defending the way that you move forward. Really, or it's not defending, it's moving forward with your heart. It's moving forward with your soul. And it can also be during this time you have people in your life, or water sign energies, or people who are heartfelt and sensitive around you moving forward. Now, just be mindful of this, because this might go against kind of like the ferocity and the speed for which you are moving forward, Leo. And sometimes fire sign energies can get so caught up in the passion that they can be detrimental to water sign energies. And water sign energies can get so caught up in the emotion that they can be detrimental to fire sign energies. This isn't to say if you're cross-watching and you're a water sign energy that there's anything wrong. Spirit is just saying right now to be mindful of emotions, to be mindful of passions and the heart, and make sure that there is a balance, that the water doesn't put out the fire and that the fire doesn't evaporate the water. That's really what I'm seeing here. And Spirit wants me to make sure that I'm being as mindful about the way of expressing this as possible, because it's leading you to the Two of Staves. And I mean, isn't this just the sweetest thing? These two mature people, like, you could just see that they have been in love forever. I mean, that's at least the way I look at it. It's just kind of like they fit. And isn't that just beautiful? And this is the Minor Arcana Twin Flame card. This is like that passion, that love, that beauty. It's the finding your person, the moving forward with what you love. And that's what I'm seeing here with you. You're moving forward with what you love as you embrace your heart. So you might have this beautiful connection with a water sign energy. Again, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but with what you love, with what you desire. And as you are moving forward, you're going to see that this is something that lasts. It doesn't have to be with a person. It can be an idea. It can be, a business idea that you have, or, a inspiration that you have, or a way that you're thinking, okay, I'm going to try and implement this, into teaching my kids, or, into studying at school, things like that. And it starts to open up new doors, and it starts to really bond you closer with your dreams and what's really important to you. And I just see this as such, I'm smitten with it. I really am. I just think I'm besotted. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's breathtaking. And that's what I'm seeing. It's just a beautiful sweetness that you're being crowned with. And it can be with work. It can be, instead of focusing, and I know this sounds funny, but instead of focusing on new deals and new money and this and that, you're focusing on what you love and the beauty and the passion of it, which is going to wind up being more beneficial for you. You might see that you're not moving forward as quickly as you would want to, or maybe not, going in for the kill as much, kind of in business where it's like it's money and it's just the bottom line, but you're going in from the heart, and it's going to work really well for you in the long run. Don't let sentiment become too much, okay? Yeah, Spirit is saying don't let sentiment become too much, but it's really coming from a place of the heart, and there's just something beautiful that you're moving forward with, okay? Twin flame connection coming through, that is like, that's your person, that's your connection. And then here with the Knight of Staves, it's defending, it's understanding, but it's also having seen so much. And I really see that here, because both the Knight of Cups, he's older, he's like, yeah, I would go say like middle-aged, or 30 and over, I would say here. And this person here with the Knight of Staves is more mature. It's kind of like he's seen it. So when he says, like, don't do that, you'll regret it, listen, okay? So when you're seeing things, and you're seeing things follow a pattern, which they will be with the Five of Swords, like, why do I have to meet that type of person again? Or why am I having the same argument? Or why is my life repeating itself when I don't want it to repeat this feeling, this understanding? You're going to be seeing here, Spirit is saying, listen to the wisdom that you got before. And there's also a way of connecting with people, a way of balance. Sagittarian energy. Sagittarius are tremendously, kind of gregarious people. They can pull everybody in. Not that you're not Leo, but there is a sense of pulling all different ideas in, all different walks of life, and being inspired by it, finding inspiration in avenues and in ways that you had never thought of before. And so as you are moving forward, there's this balance that's coming, and it's coming from the wisdom well earned, and the wisdom that is achieved from others, but also a balancing of your soul and of yourself and of what you desire and what you want. Fire sign energy represents the South. It represents dynamic people, visionaries, intuitive, like, we got this type of people, the people who discover, the people who learn, the people who test limits. And during this time, you're going to want to test limits. You're going to want to explore and build more and go after more. Just make sure you're keeping things balanced, because I just see that with this love here that transcends everything. It's like, it's gorgeous. It's like, it's growing old with that person. And it can be that you've grown old with an idea, a passion that you have. It doesn't have to be a person, but I see it as something beautiful. I do. I see it as something beautiful, Leo. And it brings you balance. And then we have here the King of Cups, water sign energy. So it goes crowning, you're protecting what you love. With the Knight, Knights protect. Knights are movement. And then with the King, it's kind of like, I've accomplished this. I know what this is. I know who I am. And here, it's offering to the dragon. It's kind of like paying respects to great power that isn't seen, okay, or may not be understood. And here you're embracing what you love. This is also a strong water sign energy. Water sign energy, again, comes from the West. It's sensitive. It's heartfelt. It's like your truth. And as you are opening things up, and you can also see this brilliant connection with a water sign energy, or somebody who just really comes from the heart during this time, and it's going to change things. It's going to move things forward. Again, here we have the more mature person, the more mature man in the background, and it's like he knows. He's the one who can lead this. And it can be that your wisdom, your power, is letting you lead the change that you want to see. But I also see you being swept up in it. So there is this power here. And it can be a Sagittarian energy. It can be another fire sign energy. It can be somebody who's very passionate about what they do, who's very dynamic, who's very encompassing. It's like the fire that burns. It's bright, it's beautiful. The water, runs, can put out the fire, but it's also evaporated within the fire, and it comes out, but it can become rain. I'm just really seeing here this beautiful power structure coming out in this beautiful way of achieving and succeeding. And these changes start happening. And as the changes happen intellectually, okay, you start to see what you want. It's kind of like there's one thing to not plan a trip, but there's one thing to say, I'm going to go on this adventure. I'm going to go and do this crazy thing. And it's another thing to actually make it logistically happen. And so here with the Six of Swords, it's like logistically making it happen, seeing things, seeing the finer details of everything, which may not be what you're really into, but it's going to be important because you need to have this passion, this kind of chaos, this determination balanced. It needs to be balanced. And it moves us to the Heavenly Master. And there's this sense of this Taurian energy. Again, April 20th to May 20th, there's this sense of knowing your true self. But there's also this sense of being grounded. An earth sign energy during this time. Okay? Very, very, very good. Why? Because fire burns on the earth, right? Fire warms the earth, if you think of it as the sun. So fire also clears out a forest. If you have a controlled fire, it clears out the underbrush. If you have a forest fire, that can be absolutely devastating. So you don't want your passion, Leo, to become out of control because it can. So you want things to be steady, stabilized, honed, and secure. And as you're moving forward with this earth sign energy, this also, water carves the earth, but water is also cradled within the earth. So you want this to be able to move forward. And it's going to be like this earth sign energy, this grounding, this looking at your traditions, this looking at what's truly important to you, this seeing what you desire and seeing what you want. It's going to be able to sculpt the way that you move. And it can be that this Taurian energy, this person sculpts the way that you move. But as you're looking at things, you have the repeat of the number 5, which is saying that there's a need for freedom here, a freedom of expression, a freedom of self, but also things will be resolved rather easily. You can run into a bit more of a difficulty with your personal views and somebody else's personal views with something. It's kind of like your morals don't match up, or the way that you see things aren't matching up. It might not be as severe as morals, but it's going to be something rather big. But it is resolved quickly, but there is this kind of match of wills. And as you're moving forward, there is a sense of, I would really listen to this earth sign energy. When it said here, listening, and the Spirit said, consult somebody else, I would say it is this earth sign energy. They might not be telling you what you want to hear, but it is going to lead you towards prosperity. I mean, it is going to lead you towards success. Or you're looking at it and saying, well, what would this person have done? Like, how did this person become successful? How do I move forward like this? And this brings in the prosperity. And in prosperity for generations, the 10 of coins is prosperity that lasts, prosperity that has been well fought for, well earned, and absolutely gorgeous to you. And it leads you to just this. I just see the 2 of staves here as just this happiness, this joy as you move forward, this sense of love and connection and peace. And your subconscious message for this reading is you. Subconsciously. I mean, this is you right here, the Strength card. And I love it. This, this person on the back of this lion. And there's just a sense, again, with the prosperity, on the back of this lion, it's like, I am prosperous. I have tamed the beast. But it's not taming it. There's still this wild side to it. There's still the sense of adventure. There's still the sense of the unknown. But it's kind of like, you are moving forward, and the ferocity of your spirit and the ferocity of the tiger spirit are meeting each other. And your wills are, one isn't overpowering the other, but it's understanding the other. And you're going to find that overpowering, like saying, you will do what I say because I say so, that's not going to be the way to go about things. That's definitely not the way that people should go about things with you. And so here it is the sense of, mutual respect, of understanding, of seeing the force and the ferocity and really honoring it and not changing directions, but changing what you had thought or who you had defined as thinking of them one way, and then seeing that your passions match, your ideas match, your beauties match, And that is going to be really powerful. You're stronger than you think you are, but this isn't the brute force strength. I mean, that is just like, this is what I say, this is what you have to do type of thing, kind of totalitarian, just kind of dictatorial, being that dictator, saying, this is it, you have no choice. That's not the way to do anything during this time. I see this as a time of freedom, a time of passion, a time of discovery, a time of clearing out the old, building in the new, and being so much more in love with your life, so much more in love with the way that you are moving forward. Your subconscious chakra message is meditation. Now, you don't have to sit and meditate, because I do know that that can be overwhelming. That quiet time can be just too much. But having time where you just think, where you're just connecting with your mind and yourself, that's really going to be beautiful for you. Connecting with your crown chakra, this is your spiritual awakening. This is your clarity. This is your union with your higher self. And that's really connected through meditation and through quiet. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the canary. And it says, sing your own song. Live your truth. And let it be beautiful. Sing your own song, though, Leo. And sing it proudly and sing it loudly. And just embrace the beauty of your melody. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. And I love you all. Bye.